Before we start, I would really appreciate it if you could smash that like button, drop me a comment, and share this free program with anyone who might need it.
Hello everyone, so in this video we're going to see how to provide the properties. So go to property, click on section database. I have already told what type of properties I'm going to give for them. So for this part I'm going to give a double angle section, double I section. Therefore go to Indian, and you don't have to go to I shape, go to S shape. Only there you'll have your ISMB, ISMC, etc. ISMB, MC will be present in channel section. You'll have your ISMB here only. So go to ISMB, I'm going to provide 250. ISMB 250, click on add, and I also need double, and the spacing here I'm going to provide as 350 mm because that is what the client wanted. Therefore click on add. Okay, so now this double I section will be provided for these things. Click assign, yes, and then for these things it is single I section, ISMB 250, click on assign. You got this. Next you have the other parts, the rafter portions and all. So go to section database again. This time go to Tata structure, square hollow section. I'm going to go for 60 by 60 by 4, click on add, and also a 50 by 50 by 4.5, click on add. Now I have to provide 60 by 60 for the outer edges alone. So I'm going to click on this. Click on this and click on assign to selected member, assign. Now for 50 by 50 by 50, just go to select and by missing attributes property. Now you have got this, click assign, that's it, you're done. So now we are going to do the translational repeat. So for that, first let us select the whole structure together. Go to translational repeat. You want it to in Z direction, and the base spacing is 6.11 meter. Therefore go here, it is 6.11. and how many bays are you going to provide? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 bays. So go to number of steps is equal to 12, and link steps, open base, and generation flags is all. Click on OK. Now we have got your structure here. So here you can see that if you go to select and go to missing attributes property, you can see that all the Perlin members, they don't have any property associated with them. For them alone we have to assign now. So go to view and select view selected objects only. So now you will have your selected objects only. So here I have to tell you that for your gantry girder, which is this part, you have to provide a different section. So go to section database. For other Perlin structures, you will be providing ISMC 125. So go to Indian section. I'm going to provide ISMB 500 for my gantry. So go to this. So it is ISMB 500. Click on add, and then I have my channel section ISMC 125 for my Perlin members. Click on add that too. Then click on close. So ISMB 500. So let me assign that first. ISMB 500 will be provided for this part. Click on OK. That's it. Now ISMC 125 I have to provide. So this is a tricky question. This is a tricky part because here you can see that your Perlin members, they run throughout all the points associated to the ties, and we have seen in the previous lecture itself, it is not necessary to provide tie runners for every point. Therefore, I am going to delete all these points. That is, select every other point here, every other tie runner here, and I am going to just click on delete, and everything will be deleted. Now just go to now ISMC 125 you have to assign. Therefore, go to select by missing attributes property. Now we have everything. Click on assign. Yes, yeah. So click on this to include the whole structure. Now you have your structure, but the only thing is you have to provide your bracings. So if we go to this structure, you can see that the bracing is provided. It is not provided to the bay that is associated with the gable end. So this end and this end, they are called as gable frames, and the other frames, they are called as main frames. So it is not associated with the gable frames, but you can see where it is provided. Therefore I'm going to provide my bracings here. So bracings, you can see that they run throughout the length of the tie runners and not throughout the length of the purlins that are at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select this view and I'm going to select this part alone. I'm going to say view selected objects only. And now again, if I come here and look at this point, I don't need this part. I'm not going to provide my cross bracings to that part. Therefore I'm going to go here and again view selected objects only. So now I have this. So now I just have to go and add the beams. So now you can see that the beams, they are not, the cross bracings are not provided for every gird, they are provided for every other gird. Therefore I'm not going to provide like this, I'm going to provide like this. So it depends on the structure. These were even, therefore I was able to provide them. If they weren't even, then you have to change the type of bracing. So the bracing used here is a simple cross bracing. You can go for chevron bracing, which are inverted V bracing, anything that you want. So X bracing, they are just easy to design also and easy to assemble in the side also. Therefore I'm going for X bracings here. So just pan in, click on add beams. So once you have added beams for one structure, it will be like easy for you to do it for other bays also. So don't be like, go to select missing attributes property. So now you can see your bracing very clearly. So just click Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. Now this dialog box will appear. So go to this option called reference point. So here this whole thing, and there is reference point, you can select this, anything. I'm going to select this point and click on OK. So now I have copied my whole bracing structure from this point. If I'm going to paste them at this point, click on OK. Okay, and now they have pasted here. Yes. And then again I have to provide them in the middle. So where have I provided? 1, 2, 3 at the fourth bay from this side. So it is 1, 2, 3. I have to provide them here. Click on OK. Yeah. So now everything is provided. So now go to general. Now we have to provide the properties for the purlins. Go to section database. So the properties that I have provided for them are, I have provided circular hollow section 114 and 60. So 114 is for the vertical bracings and the other thing, which is 60, is for horizontal bracings. So go to circular hollow section. So it's 114 3.6. Click on add, and then again it is 60.3 and 2.9. click on add. Now go to select by missing attributes, it is property. Go to view selected objects, go to this point. So if you select all these things, click on 114, click on this same beams, that's it. And then if you select all these things for 60 by 60 by 60, assign, yes, this also. So now we have got everything. So in the next lecture, let's see how to continue this.